Okay guys, hopefully this is a quick video. I won't be able to show you spray and painting the whole car because it's a pretty tedious job. So we got our pure Kandy and we have our medium reducer. If you're not sure what reducer to use, medium's always the best. It works really good in every temperature. So we are going to look for, like I said, this is pure Kandy, your reducer. This makes 1-to-1 ratio. So if you have a gallon of this, a gallon of that, that's going to make 2 gallons. So theoretically you would only use about half of this, half of that, and that would make 1 gallon. So you actually have 2 gallons because it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So on your cup, once again, look for your 1-to-1. Fill it up to as much as you think you need. To the number 5 would be your pure Kandy. To the other 5 will be your reducer. Stir that in, mix it, and then you're good to go. I'm going to go 2-to-1 ratio because I want my color to look a little bit darker. So I'm going to fill it up, we'll say to the number 6, and then I'm going to go to the other number 6. And if you need a little splash of more reducer, you have your 10%, which you really don't need. So we'll fill this up. Actually, I might go to the more you put in your first time, unless you're going to be pouring in all the time. So let's see. I don't have a 7. I guess we'll just fill it. We'll fill it to the 6. And I already gave this a good shake. 2-to-1. So we're going to put, and this is a good funnel. These are like $3 on Amazon. This red funnel just goes, take the lid off. Okay, that's to the number 6. And you don't get any of that paint run coming down your can, not wasting any paint. Like I said, these things are like $3. Let's see if I can put a link up to it. But it's called a Sureline, say funnel cap. Goes over your gallons or your quarts. So we've got our 2-to-1. We filled it up to the number 6. And we are going to take our medium reducer and fill it up to the other number 6 here. Okay, we'll stir that in. And now it's ready to spray. Always use your strainers. You don't want nothing getting in the Kandy at all. Nothing in your paint job. So stir this in for about 1 to 2 minutes. Ooh, look at that color. Alright, so let me mix this up and we'll get ready to shoot. I won't be able to videotape the whole entire car because this is a tedious job. You cannot stop in between anything. When you're spraying this on, you have to spray the whole entire panel. You cannot do one panel at a time, which if you're doing your rear quarter panel, you can't just spray that and then go on to the door and then the front fender. You have to do one swipe. So we'll have to start from this front fender and you continue all the way to the back. Then you come back all the way to the front fender, back and forth. You can't do just the fender, then just the door, because you will have blotchiness. Every time you start and stop your spray gun, you will see darker spots, and you don't want that because this is a translucent color. All right, so I'm gonna position this so you can at least see. I'm gonna do half the car, and then probably stop the tape because I won't be able to let it keep going, I don't think, but we'll try. Okay, so this is just the first coat. Now it's going to look like this. Little splattery, splotchy. And this is what you want for your first coat. Okay? This is what you want. So your second coat is going to fill in what they call kind of like bare spots. And then your third coat will start to cover it. Now I did this all with that Aeropro. This is a low volume, low pressure gun. Low volume, low pressure. This is a 200 PSI tank, and as you can see, I didn't even go up to the 150 mark yet. Actually, it did kick in at 150 PSI. I'm on focus. And that's how much air I still have left. Even if it went down to say the 100, I would still have plenty. With a HVLP gun, there's no way I could have done it. All this air would have been completely gone. So this is a low pressure, low volume gun, and what it does, it gives you obviously low pressure. You're able to use a 20 gallon or even smaller compressor. This is a really good compressor. 200 PSI, 4.0 CFM at 90. The more PSI you have, obviously the longer it's going to last. And I've got about 45 PSI going into my airline, and then I got the gun set roughly, they recommend about 20 PSI for your base coats. Alright, so oh man, paint. Any questions or comments? I know this thing looks a little pinkish, but as you put on more colors it will darken up. So this should take about, they say, between 3 to 5 coats. So we'll see from there. Alright, thanks for watching. Any comments, just leave it below and I will get back to you as soon as possible.